Hi everyone, it's Leah here from EurekaCrystalBeads.com, and I'm here with a great Valentine's Day tutorial for you for a really simple pair of earrings. It's a great beginner project, so if you are looking to jump right into jewelry making, this is a great one to start with. So what I have here is a Swarovski crystal heart pendant, and they are currently on sale on the website, EurekaCrystalBeads.com, so we'll link you below in case you want to go take advantage of that. And what I'm going to do to start is you want to always review your components here. So I have my pendant, I have a small jump ring, and I have a large jump ring, and I have my ear wire. That's really all that we need here. So I'm going to start by taking my jump ring, and I have a pair of chain nose pliers in each hand. And the way that you know that they're chain nose pliers is they are flat inside. They have no ridges, you want it completely smooth, but they also come to a point. Oftentimes, chain nose and flat nose pliers get confused. Flat nose pliers come to a square point, but these come to a nice tapered point, which makes them easier to work with. So I'm going to start by taking a pair of those chain nose pliers in each hand, and I'm going to grab the jump ring right on either side of where the opening is. For me, that's right at the top there. You're going to want to remember your high school driving lessons, kind of like 10 and 2, and you want to swivel that ring open. You never want to open a jump ring like this because this part down here will eventually get weak and break. You always want to swivel like this. That's what keeps your jump ring a bit stronger. So you want to open it just big enough for the purpose you're using it for. You don't want to over open because then it's just harder to get it to line back up when you go to close it. So I've taken my little heart pendant and I've just slid it right onto the ring. It's really easy. And I'm going to go and grab that jump ring back on either side of the opening. And you're going to find it easiest to really brace your hands or your wrists against your surface you're working on. You're not going to want to have your hands up in the air because you're just going to be a little bit more unsteady. And you're going to just bring those two little ends back together. And you're just going to rock them back and forth. You can see like I'm doing. And this is going to help me get them nice and close. And then to test it, you want to feel on top. You don't want to feel any kind of rough edge. I know this won't be against the skin. It's not like a bracelet, but if you have any kind of a rough edge there, it could still get caught in a scarf or caught in your hair. Now, once we have that closed, this could technically be a little pendant all on its own if you wanted, but we're going to need another little jump ring now, so that way the heart will face forward. Because if I were to put my ear wire on now, what will happen is my heart will be sitting facing the wrong direction when I'm wearing my earring. So I'm going to take another smaller jump ring. I'm going to grab that opening grab the jump ring right on either side of the opening, just like I did with the bigger one. And we're going to link you to all of these components below in the description box. And I'm going to swivel it open, again, just enough for its use. You don't want to open it too much. I'm going to slide it on there. And now I'm just going to shut it. And again, I can rock it back and forth a little bit just to make sure that I get that nice and closed. Again, we want to feel no rough edges there. And now to finish off this really basic earring, we're going to use a French wire ear component. And all ear wires have a loop at the bottom here. Now, depending on the style of the ear wire will determine where that opening is, whether it's sort of on the outside here or the inside. On this particular one, that opening here is right on the outside. And just like the jump rings, we're going to swivel this loop open. So you'll just kind of hold it between your hands, between your fingers, and you're going to swivel that loop open. Now you'll notice what can happen is now that that loop's open, that little spring and bead can slide down into that loop here. And that's probably one of the bigger mistakes I see new jewelry makers make, is they try to close this loop while that bead is still in there, and it really won't let you close it very well. And if your loop is still open, it means that what you have hanging off your earring could come off. So we really want to make sure that we just use our fingers to keep that up and out of the way. Now we're going to take that top jump ring right there, and we're going to slide it onto the ear wire. Now, whether you slide it on like this or whether you have to turn it around and slide it on the other way, that just determines what will face forward on your earrings. So this crystal doesn't have a finish, so it doesn't really matter which one is facing forward, but some crystals do have a finish. So this is crystal AB, so it does look a little different when you flip it over. So you have to ask yourself which side you want to face forward, and that's just how you'll put on your jump ring onto your ear wire. And if you make a mistake, you can just reopen this little ring here on the ear wire and just flip it back around. That's no big deal. So that is our finished earring. This is a great little project for Valentine's Day coming up. And now, if you stick around, we're going to show you one more bonus project. Okay, thanks for sticking around, everyone. We have one more little added project to go with this great little earring set, and that is making a really, really easy pendant. And it really doesn't get any easier than this. We have a great little selection on the website of what are called pinch bails. So quite literally, you pinch them around a pendant, and they're really, really easy to use. You just use your fingers. So they have a little prong on either side, and one prong will go into the pendant on one side from the front, and one will go in from the back, and you just pinch it shut with your fingers. It's really that easy. It's soft enough just to use your hands, but they hold really, really well. So just that one little simple component, and now you can slide some cord through there or a chain, and you have a great little necklace to go along with your great little earrings. You can see the various colors that we currently carry them in on the website. And again, they are on sale currently. So you're going to want to check that out, and keep an eye out in the coming weeks up until Valentine's Day for some great other Valentine's themed earring projects.